Hello and welcome back to another episode here on Riverbend Springs. We're just finished selling that lettuce. We got $98,361 for that, and we're heading over to the Angus cow barn to buy another 80 Angus calves. And we passed here and realised these trees are all sprouting up now. However, it's not the type we were hoping for. It's lodgepole pine that we should have planted, not American elm. That's not very straight at all, so I don't know if that's really going to work for our sawmill. But I think we'll wait until the next stage of growth and then we can get it all cut down and use our truck to start moving them over to our sawmill. But yeah, we have plenty of trees here. I think we should put lodgepole pine in somewhere else so that they've got a bit of a head start, and then once these are ready and cut down, we can get the lodgepole pine in here. So yeah, a slight oversight on my part there. Anyway, hopefully it works. It doesn't look the straightest of stuff, but we'll make do with what we've got. It's certainly coming up well though. It's looking fantastic. But for now, let's go and buy 80 calves, 80 Angus calves, and then we'll head back to the yard. We need to see if we've got any fields that need work done. In fact, we can quickly just have a look on the map just now. I think everything's kind of up to date. Yeah, so everything, we just need to do 12 and 84 with fertilizer. So that's fine. At least the rain stopped, well, for now anyway. It's meant to come back again later on, so we'll definitely not be doing any grass work today, that's for sure. Right, let's go in here and we are going to get some Angus calves. Right, okay, so it can only take another 83. That's maybe why. So at 28 months they'll reproduce. And just now they're at 12 months, so we've got a bit to go yet. I'm just debating here what to do. Well, they're going to reproduce 80 because we've got 80 already. So if we buy 3, then that should fill the barn up. Yes, so let's buy 3. That's $1,050. So 900 for the cows and 150 transport. So 3 animals, Angus 0 months. Yes, we'll buy that. Right, so not as big a difference as we initially thought, but the feed has came back, so that's looking promising. Plenty of straw as well, and we've got 24,000 litres of manure. So let's head back over to the yard. I think we did flood the rice fields. I'm just trying to think if we did that. But the manure spreader isn't on the sale either yet, so we'll have to wait until next year for that. But I've been thinking, because we're earning so much from the lettuce, I've had an idea. If anything we need comes up in the sale, we have to buy it, but not from the sale, full price from the store. That's what I'm going to do instead of the greenhouse. Because it's such a small area, we can't really put anything else in there. And an animal pen going in there is a waste of time because we're going to have 10 to 15 animals in there. So it's not really worthwhile spending the money doing that. So I think the better thing to do... Whoa. That's a giveaway. Yeah, the better thing to do is we'll keep the greenhouse there. We'll keep stocking it with water, we will keep selling the lettuce, but because it's such a good income, not specifically the money we get from that, but anything that comes up in the sale that we require or do need or need to purchase very soon, we have to get it, but it's got to be full price from the store. I think that makes it fair, because otherwise it's just a useless bit of land we've got. So I'm hoping to buy the cotton harvester when it comes time for it. But I'll just check to see what else we need to do for today, and if there isn't much else, I think we'll get away with jumping into tomorrow. So we'll just quickly check on that and I will see you in a second. Well, we're up and at it bright and early in the morning. It is now July and our barley field and our peas field are ready to go. So we do have a worker coming down in the next sort of hour. He's going to be taking the pea harvester. But for now, we're going to be jumping in our brand new combine, which we haven't used yet, and we're going to head over to the field and get it ready. So let's get on with the harvest for this year. We'll see you up at the field for a bit of combine work. Well, you might be wondering why we're leaving the bucket there. We have made a few purchases. As you can see, the money has came down a little bit. We did sell the cement bricks and the lettuce. We got $65,908 for the lettuce and $113,195 for the cement bricks. But for now, we are going to go down here because we've bought a couple little tools for this machine. We were thinking a skid loader for a start. As you can see, our little entrance into this field has now gone, and there is a little pen up as well. I say little, it is quite big. So what we did is, instead of using that little bit of field that was left, we have now got a sheep barn in there. And we have kind of created a new entrance round in here. So we go round past the Angus cow barn. It's just a little gravel track. There's no point in concrete in this, and it's not level as well, so gravel it is. So what we did was we bought a new manure fork and a bale fork as well for this Volvo. So the manure fork cost us a total of $10,500 for the manure fork and $5,900 for the bale forks. So this means with a skid steer, it would only be able to load and unload the bales here and put it into the straw blower as well. But we can't do anything with the manure. So I thought, this is just across the road, why don't we just get tools for this and put it to a bit more use, because all it does is just move stones. That's been its main job since we bought it. So if we hook up to the bale grab just now, because we don't need manure, we haven't got to the point where we have a manure spreader, but we are going to be looking into that very soon. If we take a quick look actually. Take a quick look into the Angus cows to see what they have produced. Where are we? This one here. So 41,000 litres of manure already. We have got 6 straw bales down with us to put in, plus I think there's 2 that's there. Yeah, there's 2 there. And we also have some hay bales as well. I don't know why I parked up here, I put the wrong bales on. But we've made a gravel track round here, which now goes up to our new sheep barn. So the idea behind this is, because we've currently got, take a look here, that's our new one for the goats. So we've got our east pasture, that's the new one with nothing in it just now, north pasture and the yard. So looking at the map here, we have the one at the yard here, we have the north one there, and we have this one down beside our trees here in the field, field 27, we have the east one. They all require water because they're just basic pens. So I'm going to combine everything from that one into this one big one. So as we can see now with field 11, this whole corner here, where used to be grass, is now the sheep pen. And we are going to sell off all of the other ones once we move the sheep, which is probably going to be tomorrow now. But the sheep barn itself was $97,124 because it is the larger one. So if we just nip up to this side, it also cost us $42,000. Why is this skipping? It seems a bit laggy there, or it did. So in this one here, we have a total of 220 sheep that we can get in there, which is much more than we need right now. But we will go and get these bales offloaded. Again, I don't know why I took hay bales and straw bales, and they need to go down there, not up here. I should have taken grass bales as well to get ready for here. But there is this little bit in here, so we can put quite a few bales in there to keep the sheep stocked up. But let's go in here. You know why it's... Nope, that's the wrong one. Flight mode. That's it now. I had flight mode enabled. It was to get a snapshot of what we were doing. It wasn't very good, so it turns out I didn't use it for the thumbnail. So this thumbnail is going to be tomorrow with this in the daylight, probably with sheep in it and with the grass bales. So that's why it was stuttering. That wasn't me. That was me forgetting to turn off flight mode. So we are going to go and grab these. Why is it not letting me do... That's odd. No, well, I can't grab the bales. Oh no. But with this as well, we should be able. Maybe not, maybe too high there. I think there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna need to... How would I grab into that bales? There we go. So I have to use a mouse, that's a bit awkward. Anyway. Oh, this is going so well so far. But yeah, we can grab quite a good bit of bales with this as well. So that was a kind of bonus compared to a skid steer loader. So we could probably get another set of 2. So we'll probably take 6 bales at a time, which is much better. But yeah, we're going to work away. We're going to feed the Angus cows today, put more straw in. We need to unhook the McCormick and put it into there and get it in here. I think 2 bales is actually a bit much to go in through this door. I think so. Well, we are going to get there. We are going to persevere. Just give it a wiggle, it should go in. Yeah, this isn't working. I'm going to end up sticking something somewhere. Right, we're going to slowly do this in stacks of 4, get these fed, and we'll see you bright and early in the morning. The only work we need to do, which is going to be tomorrow now because of the rain, if we come back to here, field 20, which is our barley field, and 12, which had peas in it, do need limed. 22, 13 and 12 were all ploughed, but for some reason only 12 and 20 need limed. Not sure why. So for next year, we're going to have grass in 22, 13, I don't know why I clicked on there, 22, 13 and 12 is going to have grass in it. 24, which is this big one, 23 and 25 is all going to have barley in it because we're hopefully going to get a big thing of chickens in next year and the new chicken shed. And then cotton is going to be in field 20 and hopefully if we can purchase 19. However, we can't purchase 19 yet because there is green beans, I think it is. Where are we? Yes, green beans. And they're not harvested until potentially next month all the way through to November. So we can't do anything with that field yet. So hopefully we can get it purchased, but we still have the rope factory to purchase, which is $300,000. And the cotton harvester we need to lease, but I'm hoping we can buy it. And also when we get the chickens, this coop up here is going to be sold and we're going to put some lodgepole pines up in there. And we need to do something with the field 27's trees as well, because they're not really any use to us. Do we keep letting them grow up and then cut them, or do we just get rid of them now and then replant lodgepole pines and kind of get a head start on next year? Decisions. Right, I'm going to work away and get these guys all fed up and we will see you in the morning, and hopefully we'll have some sheep in this new barn. So we'll see you in the morning. Well, that was a very late night for us indeed. We did rent the Wilson Silver Star trailer. It cost us $6,375. But we managed to do it all in 2 and a bit loads. So that was handy instead of the smaller trailer. It wasn't much cheaper to lease. However, it was going to take pretty much all night to do, and we wanted to do it quickly. But there is good news. I don't know if you can see that little one there. We do have baby sheep. There's one there. So that's fantastic news. We've also got other animals as well. So we have 9 of the Swiss Black Mountain. We've got 9 of the Black Welsh Mountain, and we've got 8 each of the Landrace and Stainshaft as well. So that's fantastic. It's not much, but it is additions to the farm, which is good. They've already produced almost 1 full pallet, 922 litres of wool just overnight. So that is brilliant. It's handy because it's all in one pen. Now we don't need to supply water, it's just the greenhouse we need to worry about now, because that is a big take on its own. We do need to take over some grass because I don't know how quickly they are going to get through that. The cows are looking good. We could top up a little bit of hay while we're down here. And we really need to look for a manure spreader today. I think we do need to make that purchase regardless. And there is a couple of things on sale I haven't actually checked as yet. And the goats have given birth as well. So we have 34 new kids as far as I'm aware. That's what they call the baby goats, as kids. So we have 34 of them. So that's fantastic. We've also got 3,000 litres of goat's milk. We're probably going to hold on to that for a bit. I think we're maybe going to look into doing the dairy as well. But that's just me thinking of ideas in my head and not actually putting them into plan yet, because we still have quite a lot to do. So we should have done it yesterday. We completely forgot, but we need to put grass into 22, 13 and 12. So these purple ones here, because we're hoping to get a cut out of them this year to provide more hay or grass, whatever we need. Because we do know that Angus cows is still next year until they reproduce. Another, I think it's 12 to 14 months till they reproduce, but it's handy to have it on hand in case we do need it. And field 84, that grass field is actually ready to cut today. So if we quickly take a look at, is this one we need? So we could probably get away with not doing grass yet and do some more hay to bring us up to maybe 1.5. It's probably not going to be 1.5 million litres from that field, but by the time we cut the other ones, that's going to be hay as well. See what we're left with, and then the first cut next year is going to be grass to keep that topped up as well. But yeah, we have that new additions to the farm this morning. The only other thing we need to do is lime fields 20 and 12, so we could lime it before we actually plant the grass. We're still a little bit away from the window we need for rice, which I think rice is going to be next. It looks slightly darker there, 8 and 10. Have a quick look here. So long grain rice is next month. And where is our rice? What are we looking at? Long grain rice. Long grain rice is there, yep. And the other one was cotton. So cotton is 2 months away. So we've got 2 months to get the harvester organised, which is it's quite a struggle because we need to rent the harvester, and there's 300,000 for the rope factory, and we've still got all the other things we want to do. However, if we jump over to the north sheep pen, or indeed the east pen, we'll jump in the tractor. We've got the McCormick down here ready. We'll go over there and we'll see you there in just a second to show you what we're going to do. So now that we're just round here, it's actually just round the corner. I completely forgot we were so close to this one here. But this was the plan for moving all the sheep into one new big pen. One, it saves us messing about with the water tanker in the truck, coming over to the north pen, do the yard one, then come all the way over here for this one here, just to top up maybe, what, 1,000 litres? Maybe not even that. It was becoming quite a pain. So now that we've sold all the pens, so we haven't spoke about this yet, but the east pen, which is the one we're at just now, we sold for $6,503. The north one, which was below the barley field, $6,258, and then the one at the yard, $6,085. So we got a total of $18,846 for selling that 3 pastures. But now we can use this land and we can plant trees, because we were looking for a field. We did have one in mind. It was actually field 46. We're going to take a quick look at that. It's $150,360. This grass field here, oh no, it's not grass, sorry, it's growing. So that field there came with it. However, if we click on this, look at the size of land you get for $150,000. We were going to use that to plant trees on, cut down what's there and plant on there. However, moving these sheep into one pasture means we now have this whole bit up here, which we've already purchased. We also have, it's not going to show us here, is that separate? No, it's part of that one. So this one in here, where the sheep pasture was, this was north one, we've got olive in there to do. We're not going to do anything yet down here. I'm not sure what we're going to use it for. We could potentially put some other, a better barn up maybe. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do with that land, or potentially a dairy. Or maybe buy one and set it up there. I'm not sure as to what we're going to do yet. So that was the idea behind putting the sheep all down here and making use of this half of the grass field, because apart from field 19 and 26, we've got pretty much, we can take a look here. We've got pretty much this whole section here. And then we've kind of went all the way down to here as well and then bought this one. So the land really isn't an issue for us now. We have enough to keep us going and swap what we're seeding around for different crops. So the land wasn't an issue now, it was what we've got already. So now we can use this big patch here, this big patch up here as well. So that frees up a lot of room for putting trees in. So it means we can also plant trees today, which is ideal. But first up, we're going to go and line fields 20 and 12, seed the grass into fields 22, 13 and 12. Then we're going to see about planting some more trees. So let's get cracking on with today. Hopefully we can maybe jump into tomorrow in this episode, get one day closer to that cotton harvest, but that will definitely be in the next episode. So let's get cracking on with today. We'll do a little time lapse of what we're doing and we'll see you in a little bit at the end of the day. Well, as you can see, we've just spent $79,000 and we've bought the trailer for this truck. And we don't need it just yet. However, we are sticking to what we agreed. I checked the sale not too long ago while doing that, while doing the grass fields, and we got quite a bit of stuff in the sale just now, and one of them was the trailer for this truck. So we've just spent $79,000 on it. Because of the lettuce price that we're getting just now and the amount we're getting, we've decided that anything that's in the sale that we need or will need, we purchase at full price. So we've just done that, $79,000 instead of $35,360. Luckily for us, we still need $300,000 for the rope factory, but we've already bought a new combine, so we don't need one, and it's identical to the one we've got. So we don't need to buy a combine, which is very handy because we do need that money for the rope factory. But let's hook up to this, take this back up to the yard. You also notice the money has dropped quite a bit as well. We've also purchased a new manure spreader. So we've got the Samson US235 Dynamic, which holds a little over 30,000 litres, has a 24 metre working width and 9 mile an hour working speed. And obviously that wasn't in the sale, but we do need it because we'll just check now actually. So here, we've already got almost 50,000 litres of manure. So we do need it. And because we've just planted the grass, so the grass and the barley fields are all going to get the manure. Anything to do with productions that we will eventually sell on, like peas, we will use normal fertilizer for the meantime anyway. But we've got this. It is now a new addition to the farm, as well as the manure spreader. That cost us $151,500 as well, so it was not cheap. But we'll go and load that up and put it onto the grass fields that we've just drilled in. We also cultivated field 20 as well. That needed to be done because there was weeds showing. They're going to come back because they didn't plough it, but We cultivated it first to get that done, then we limed it and field 12 as well. Drilled the grass into 22, 13 and 12. So that's done. We also spent $2,520 on 2 bags of seeds and $1,800 on 4 bags of lime as well. So now all that's left to do for this episode, I'm going to save the cotton planter for the next one and the rope factory. We have to purchase a tree planter, which I think we'll do just now, and we'll go and plant trees up in the north and east sheep pastures. I think it's about $25,000 or so. It's something like that. I can't remember the exact cost of it. Oh, I hate these things. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare to park. We might be okay though. No, it's away again. Right, I'll get this parked up at some point eventually. And we're going to go and get that trees planted. And then we need to go and get the manure. Whoa. Doesn't like that. I need to make somewhere to just drive in. That's going to be much easier. Oh, we've done it again. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, that's good enough. Yeah, we can live with that. Right, we'll leave that there. Well, that's perfect. Another new addition to the farm. So we've got $404,000 left in the bank. The tree planter, which we could actually purchase now, to be honest. We'll do that in this episode. So we are down in tree planters, $27,500. So we'll buy that because we don't have one already, because we rented it last time. The only issue we've got now to take the trees down is our harvesters. $450,000 for the harvester. That cuts it to the lengths and takes the branches off, delimbs it. And then we can use that to load it on and take it to where we need. Also for the sheep barn, I forgot to mention this. When we put that new sheep barn down beside the Angus cows, we took out a couple of trees to give us a little more room at the back so we weren't putting the sheep barn too far into the field. So we've actually got 32,595 litres of wood. And I don't know what to do here if we're going to keep doing wood beams or split it down. Because of this mod we've got for supply and transport, if we had 96,000 litres of long planks, we would have gotten $876,000. I have done the maths, and we won't quite make it to 96,000 litres in a 24-hour period. Otherwise, we would have started the production and done it. But that was 5 hours ago. I looked at it at 15 hours left. So it's now only got 10 hours, so there's no chance of us making that contract. That would have been amazing to do. However, we don't have it just now. So I think it's best to maybe start wood beams again. Although in saying that, I need to take a look down at the... Where is it? Down here, there. I need to take a look at the elevator museum because it does take in... As far as I know, it will start constructing it when you put in certain things. I'm not sure what it needs next, so when we're down there getting the rope factory, probably tomorrow in the next episode, we'll have a look to see what it needs. Possibly start making that in our sawmill and then take it down to see if it completes the next stage. But for now, we've bought the tree planter, we've bought the trailer for that truck now. Let's go and put the manure down onto the new, well, I say the new field. Use the new manure spreader to put down manure on the grass fields we've just drilled. So we'll see there in just a second. Well, I'm not sure how much this is going to take, but that's very close indeed. That just fits in and no more. Not ideal, but we don't need to buy an even bigger implement for this. This is more than enough to keep us going, I would think. But we can do 8,000 litres per bucket full, really. So quite efficient. However, would have preferred slightly higher reach on it. But we have to make do with what we've got now. Right, let's get this loaded up. And then we will go and do a quick time lapse of putting this manure down on that newly seeded grass field. And then potentially a little time lapse of planting some trees as well. But I think we'll leave the episode there, and we'll see you in the next one for hopefully the cotton harvest, the long grain rice harvest as well. It's due pretty soon. I did check the field today. It doesn't need flooded anymore, so I think that's in its final stages now. So it should be ready to harvest, I think, next month, along with, oh no, the barley's done. It's the cotton, yeah. So we need to get the cotton done as well. That will be next month. Is it going to take more? Oh, that's it full. Right, yeah, we'll leave the episode there. We'll go and get this done, and we'll see you again in the next one. So a little montage of this working in the field, and then doing some planting of the trees. But we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon.